So the project we're going to do today is a bookmark. It's going to look like that. So the way it works is you can enter the name of a website, for example, the Facebook, and put the URL of it here. It will save it for you. It will last forever. Even you refresh the page or close the website, it's gonna always be there because we store it in the computer somewhere, right? No matter what website you enter, M symbol, and you'll be able to save them, and you can choose to visit it or to delete it. All right. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's start it. All right, let's start it. I'm going to create a new folder for that. You're going to call it bookmarker or bookmarks or something like that. Bookmarker, something like that. Should be one word. Bookmarker. We're going to open this folder with code. Alright, so we can start from here. Let's firstly create the files we need. Alright, gonna create files. The first one is again index.html. Gonna be our main page. Only gonna be one page, so just index.html. And the second one is style CSS. Gonna add in some own style. And also we want our main.js. Right, 3 files. So I can close the side panel. 3 files created. Let's open. Let's start with the template. Right, explain it. Mark, exclamation mark, and start with the template.
Can't see it.
You can see it. Let me make it bigger. Is that better?
Yeah.
Sure. So for the title here, we're going to change it to book markers. Inside the body, we are going to start to have our code. Oh, firstly, let's grab the bootstrap. Right, let's grab the bootstrap. Grab the bootstrap. 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 Okay, started. Copy the CSS inside it. So copy button. Paste that before the title. All right, before the title. And after Bootstrap, let's also link our own CSS. Style.css. Right, let's keep going. So after we have the Bootstrap and our own CSS, we can start to do our the content of the page. So we're going to start with a div with class container. And that's going to help us to move things into the middle. And we're going to firstly put H. Let's using H3 here. Book marker, and let's open this one with the lab server, see how it looks like right now. This is how it looks like. Let's move that and put that on the right. right? And we can change the style of it. So we're going to using a class here. Text muted. Make it into gray color. Alright, after that, we are going to have another div, which is going to be, let me show you how it's going to look like. And it's going to be this part with a dark, with a gray background. We're going to start doing that. Right, I'm doing that part. Right, so for that, we're going to using a class for this div. It's called a Jumbotron. Yeah, Jumbotron. Jumbotron class. It's going to give us a gray background. And inside it, we're going to have h2. Bookmark your favorite sites. h2 inside the Jumbotron. Inside Jumbotron, then we are going to have a form. We're going to have a form, which is going to be this form here: site name and site URL. Form. We don't need actions right now. And inside the form, we are going to have two form groups. One for the site name, another one is for the site URL. Right? Two divs. First one has class form group. It has a label. It's for the site name, and the content it is site name, and also have input. Class is, type is text. You can enter anything. Name is site name. Remember to using camel cases for those attributes. ID is site name. And we also need a class, which is form control. Make it longer and bigger. Also, we need a placeholder. Placeholder, enter site name, All right. Just those attributes. ID, name, class, placeholder, and type. All right, make sure your page looks good, and we'll go to the next one. So we're gonna have another pair of divs. We can just copy this one, make a copy of this div, and we're gonna change site name into site URL. And site name here, site URL. Type text, name here is site URL. ID is site URL. Let's keep going. Placeholder should be enter site URL. Right, change the error name into URL. So we have a second one. Alright, that is our div. And after the Jumbotron, we are going to have our list of output, right? Div. I have ID equals to bookmarks. I just cut that. That's going to be a place where we list all our bookmarks. Just a placeholder. Have ID equals bookmarks. Do not put anything inside it, just going to be a placeholder. Right, after it, we can have a footer here. footer, we can see this is a copy sign, copy 2019 book marker, something like that. That's our footer. I can put the footer fixed bottom, like class fixed bottom, drag it into the bottom, right? And maybe I want to make it upper a little bit. I need some margin bottom and B2. Yeah, give some margin. And I can also move that to the middle, so text center. Right, it's going to be like that. All the things are in the container, right? Everything are in the container. So it's going to move to the middle. Make it easier for you to see it. Give me 1 second. Alright, so that's our template. Sure. All right, good to go. All right, we're gonna keep going. So that's our index HTML, and let's add some style to it. So in here, we are going to add in our padding top and padding bottom, right? That's gonna something we always do to move things to the middle a little bit. 70 pixel, and the pending bottom 70 pixel to give some space top and bottom. And also I can make the label more visible for the label. I'll make the font weight, make it bold. Right, looks like that. Maybe you do not want to do that, it's up to you. Alright, just some style to it. Alright, that's it. So that's our CSS, and we are able to start our JavaScript files. So to store the bookmarks, again we're going to firstly do the same thing to find those two input fields and then read its value. And then once we read its value, then we save it. So let's firstly try to using curly selector to select these two input fields, right? So we are firstly going to connect the JavaScript file and the index HTML together. So after the filter, after the div, right before the body, we're going to have the script tag. src is equal to main.js, link them together. Let's try it out. So console.log hello from JavaScript. Open the F12 in here. In the console, I got hello from JS. That means they are connected together. Right, we can start writing our real code. Right, let's start with they're gonna find the let me see what we're gonna do here. Find let me think about it. So this time we're not going to be enter stuff. Oh, I'm missing a button here. I'm missing a submit button here. It's not going to be like a responsive, like while I'm enter something is happening. It's going to be once I hit the submit button, it's going to submit my answer. Right. So let's first adding a button inside the form. Right. After the second form group, after the set URL, let's create a button here. Let's create a button here. It's going to be a button. Submit. And the class is equal to btn and btn success. I'll create a button here. I forgot that. That's a button submission form. Alright. So right now we are going to first find the form, because we're not going to every time when I type, I'm not going to run a function. Only when I hit the submit button, I'm running a function. So I'm going to first find the form. Let's see. Find the form and event and event listener to it. Right. Find the form and add event listener to it. So document the query selector and looking for the form tag because I only have one form here, so I can just looking for the form tag. The add event listener and the event listener to it. And the thing we're listening this time is going to be a submit. When I submit this form, we're going to call a function. The function can be called like a save bookmark, right? Save bookmark. And right now we are getting error saying we haven't defined the save bookmark function. So let's go ahead and create a function. Function save bookmark. Right, so let's try to console.log hello from save bookmark. Let's go ahead and try to submit the form. If you submit the form, you're gonna see a console log here. You see it's flashing here, like every time when you click submit, it's gonna appear for a second and then just disappear. The reason for that is by default, when you submit the form, the page is going to be refreshed. So every time when you click it, it's going to console log it, but it's refresh the page. So it's just gone. It's going to refresh everything. So that's not what we expect. We don't want it. We don't need it to refresh page for us. So we're going to tell the browser, please do not refresh page for us. The way we do it is in the parameter here. Enter an event here. We're going to take an event here. I'm going to say event the prevent default. That means prevent your default action. Do not refresh the page for me. So that's gonna have this save bookmarks here. I won't refresh it. Hello from save bookmark. I won't refresh it anymore. I just prevent it to stop it. Don't do that for us. I don't need it to refresh my page. And for shorter, you can just say E here instead of event. That also works. It's just shorter syntax. E the prevent default. Just tell it to don't refresh it. I'm gonna say we're using this a lot in when we do the forms. Right now, every time when I save when I click the submit, it's gonna call the save bookmark function. Right, let's remove the console log. Start doing something real. So every time when I submit the form, I want to know the current site name in here and the current site URL in here. I need to get the name and the URL from it. So let's add a comment here. Add some comments. So this one is save bookmarks. This first line here is this one is used to prevent from page default page reloading. We don't want it to reload. Right. All right. So next thing we want to do, we want to get site name. We get the site name. So variable site name is equal to the document, the query selector. Looking for remember the site name has that input field. This input field has ID. Site name, right? We're going to get its value. Oh, not just value. Doing the same thing for the site URL and site URL. So we're going to do the same thing for site user. Variable site URL equal to the query selector, the site URL, the value, getting the value of both of them. Right, let's try to console log them out to test if we're really getting them. The console log is really helpful when you're trying to test stuff. I'm going to console log the site URL plus the site name, try to make sure they are both existing. So if I enter 111 for the name, 222 for the URL, when I hit submit, it's going to be 222.111, yeah, URL plus name. So I got both of them. Right? I got both of them. So we're gonna remove the console log, just for testing. All right. So right now we get the name and the URL. We need a place to store it. We need a place to store it. We haven't logged this one yet. I'm gonna talk about it. Once you finish typing, you have to focus on this. It's gonna be the only thing new today. So we store it. It's called local storage. right? Local storage. That's a storage located in your computer and bounding with a with this browser. So that means as long as you are using the same computer, your data will be always in there. In the application tab here, there's one called local storage. Right, in the application tab, local storage. And if you just make it bigger, this one is a local storage. Current local storage has key and value. All right. So the way local storage works is it stores things in pair, like objects. Okay, you can have like everything has a key and it has its value. For example, you can save like a username equal to Alice, password equals to something else, and age equal to something or something like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna store the array here, a bookmarks array, and every time we submit a new bookmark, we're adding a new value into it, and every time we delete, we're gonna remove it from this value. Right, we're gonna store things in this local storage. Right, it's gonna last here forever, unless we manually clear it up. So, right, let's do it. So to do it, so we are going to save things into an array of bookmarks. Each bookmark has a name and a URL, right? So we're going to create an object based on the name and the URL, right? So let's say create a bookmark object. So it's going to be variable bookmark. This object is equal to, it has a name, which is this site name, and has a URL equal to the site URL. This is object. This should be a comma here. Remember the name and the URL. As the name and URL I currently entered, and I just create a bookmark for it, object, and that's good object going to be stored in our local storage. All right, to store things in local storage, it's actually very easy. We are just going to say local. Let's just add a comment here. Save bookmark into local storage. Some comments. To save things into it is very easy. You can just call. There's a built-in function, local storage set item. And you can set the item into the bookmark. You can put the name of it, the name of this item. I can call it bookmarks. And the item I want to put it is going to be my bookmark. But there's one thing like because local storage only allows you to store string inside it. Right now we have object. We need to transfer that into a string. Then we can store it inside it. So the function to do it is called there's a function called JSON, JSON, the stringify. You're gonna stringify it, make it a string. You're gonna stringify this bookmark and store it inside it. So it's gonna be local storage.set item bookmarks. That's the name of the item, and the value will be the stringified object. Let's try it. So once you enter that, let's try it in our application. So in application tag, I'll come back. Right. So let's take a look of our local storage here. I'll come back. So name here, if I enter a name here, for example, Facebook, the URL for Facebook is this one. When I hit submit, you take a look of that here. Right, so I create my first record. It's called bookmarks. Name is a value. Its name is Facebook. Value is www.facebook.com. That's stored in the local storage right now. That's stored in the local storage. I can manually clear it up. I can clear it up and also store it here. But the problem here right now is if I enter the second one, according to our function, it's going to replace the old one because they have the same name. So we actually need to do a check here. If that is the first bookmark we add, we're just going to directly add it. If that's the second one, we are going to grab the old one out and push our new one into it, and then push it back to the bootstrap to the local storage. Right? If that's an empty one, so if that's the first time we're adding bookmark, we're just going to directly add it to local storage.
Is there, we're done.
Yeah, that means if there's no adding bookmarks before, we can just directly add it. If there is already a bookmarks array, that means we need to get that old bookmarks array out from local storage and push the new one into the array and set the local storage, the array back to local storage.
So get one out of the way, put the new one in, the old one back. So now I've got two.
So we're going to do an if check here. So right now, our local storage is this. This is our local storage, and it's empty.
Right.
If I first time adding a bookmarks, I can just drag bookmarks. I can just directly add it to it.
Right.
That's it. But if there is already a bookmark, there is already a bookmark, right now if I'm adding a bookmark inside it, it's going to replace the old one.
Okay, the old one.
So this is not what we want, right? We don't want to replace the old one. We want to keep both ones there. So when there is already a book inside it, so we're going to firstly grab it out, and then
And put it where?
adding our new books after it, become an array, and using this array to replace the old one. So we have two.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right, that's what we're gonna do.
Put that on main here.
So before we save our bookmarks into the local storage, we're gonna check if we already have something in the local storage, right? So we're gonna do before we do that, we're going to have a check here. Let's firstly comment this out. Let's actually delete this for now. We're gonna rewrite it, this part. So we're gonna firstly check if the local storage is empty. So I'm going to if local storage the get item and get the bookmarks from it. If that equals to null, that means nothing inside it. It's null. When you're trying to get from bookmarks, if it's not doesn't have anything, it's going to return a null. If that is true, we can directly put our bookmarks inside it. All right, we're going to, if that is true, we are going to create a bookmarks array, initialize the bookmarks array. We're going to say variable bookmarks is an array, empty array, and then ending first bookmark. That's any first bookmark. It's going to be bookmarks dot push the bookmark. We'll push our new bookmark into that array, and then we're adding that into local storage. Set bookmarks to local storage. So it's going to be, again, the code we just did, local storage dot set item bookmarks the JSON dot string file string file bookmarks. Right, that's for the empty case. If that is empty, we are just adding a new one into it. We'll create a new array and adding the item into the array and push that to the local storage. So we'll get our array of 1 item.
JSON was all capital.
Oh yeah, you are correct. JSON is all capitalized. Let me make sure I'm typing it correctly. Oops, string file. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. I'll be right back. So let's try it out first. So in the site name here, let's enter Facebook here, and once submit, it submit an array of only 1 item inside it. All right. And right now, if I try to enter my second one, M symbol, it won't work because it's not null. We only have if case here. If it's null, you can add it. Else, it's not going to do anything because we haven't any else case here. So that's expected. That actually works. All right, so let's go ahead and adding the else case here.
Why does my name says no to the Facebook?
That means you didn't get your name correctly. Make sure you have your current selector is actually getting the name. It has to have the site name here. Also in index, the input ID here should be site name. So that means you grab the site name here. Also the variable's name should be the same. You're going to using console log to make sure each step is getting correctly. Be careful you're using the camel case. Make sure the case doesn't matter. It does matter. Right, so that's if cases. Let's have else case. So else case means the local storage is not empty. So we're going to firstly get current bookmarks from local storage. I'm going to get an old one from local storage. So variable the bookmarks is equals to local storage the get item bookmarks. Get the bookmarks item. And remember, the stuff we stored inside it is string. So we're going to transfer it back to the array we want. To do that, we're going to using the JSON string file reversely. It's called JSON the parse. Parse. I'm going to parse the string back to the object we want, the array we want. So it's going to be JSON the parse local storage to get item bookmarks. All right. And once we get an old one, we can add in our new one into it. So we're gonna push new bookmarks into bookmarks. I'm gonna push our new one into it. So it will be bookmarks dot push bookmark. And once we push it, we are going to set it back to the local storage. So set bookmarks to local storage. Local storage the set item. Just go basically the same line here. Just copy that. Local storage is a set item bookmarks. JSON string file the bookmarks. Set it back to local storage. Yeah?
Just go to the top one, like
So,
all the way to the top. First line, please.
all right. Yeah, I'm recording the video, so you will be able to check the video. All right, so let's test it. Let's test it. All right, so I already have a Facebook. Let's try to adding a second one. M symbol, HTTPS, HTTP, www.msymbol.com. So adding a second one. I have two right now. And the thing is, every time I enter something, I actually want it to clear up my form, so I will be able to ready to enter a new one. So right now, if I just hit enter, it won't refresh my page. I mean, it won't clear up this form. It will keep my old one here. I want to clear it up. I want to reset the form. Right now, it's not reset. It still have the same enter. I have to delete the old one and enter a new one. I want to just every time when I submit a new one, it just automatically reset it for me. So what we're gonna do is, after the else case, we're gonna do the reset the form. It's gonna be document the query selector, select the form, and do a reset. Reset. It's gonna reset the form. Right, that's just one line. Query select the form and the reset. We can try that. So, for example, if I want to any Urban League, ULM, HTTPS, www.urbanleague.org. Once I hit submit, it will add it to the bookmarks and then reset my form. You see? It adding to the bookmarks and then reset the form. It's empty again. Okay, I'm ready to enter the next one. Alright, I have 4 items in the bookmarks already. Alright, so right now, I'm able to store the stuff inside the bookmarks array, but I also need to display it in my website. I want to display it here. I want to show it here. I want it to be showing here. So we're going to need another function. So once I add a new item, I want it showing in on the page. I want it showing on the page. All right, so we're gonna say I have one line here. It's called finish bookmarks. Gonna show the bookmarks on the page. I can create a function called finish bookmarks. I want to separate that into another function to make it cleaner. So I'm going to create another function, finish bookmarks. Alright, it's going to get in the bookmarks from the local storage and show them one by one on the screen. Alright, so let's start doing this function. So to fetch the bookmarks from the local storage, firstly we're going to get the bookmarks from local storage. Right? So we're going to firstly get bookmarks from local storage. Variable bookmarks is equals to json.parse local storage dot get item bookmarks getting the bookmarks out from the local storage. Right now I got an array of bookmarks. And I want to target. Remember, in the index.html, we have an empty div here. I'm ready for the put things into it. Right? So let's grab it. So select the div, the bookmarks div. Right? Gonna be variable. Output is equals to document the query selector. Looking for the ID is called bookmarks. Right, that's a thing with that's going to be a place where we put our output. And I'd like to reset it to empty first. Reset the output div, or we call it bookmarks div. Going to set it to the empty. So output the inner HTML is equal to empty, right? So we set it to empty, and then we're ready to add any new stuff to it. So every time when adding a new site, I want to reset it to empty, and then refresh our whole bookmarks array. So to adding my bookmarks one by one in the div, I need to have a loop. I need the first one, second one, third one, until the last one. Right? I need a loop here. So I'm going to loop over bookmarks for variable I equal to 0, I smaller than bookmarks.length, I plus plus loops over the whole bookmarks array. And then I can get in the first bookmark and render the first bookmarks in here, and then go to the next one, render the second one, and then get the third one, render the third one. So this part is going to be something we're going to need to create element. We're going to create a div, create h3, and append that into our current page. Right. So we're going to firstly create a div. Variable div is equal to document the create element a div. All right, and also we're gonna create h3 here. Create div, create h3. So excuse me. Variable h3 is equal to document the create element. We're gonna create h3 here. Right, h3 tag. For the h3, I'm going to say h3 dot text content is equal to the bookmarks item dot name. Right, I'm going to show the name there. Alright, and that is our h3. Next, we're gonna create a link. Right, what link we can click that and go to another page. So we're gonna have variable a equal to document the create element, the a tag. Alright, I'm gonna put the h3 the link inside the div and append that to the page. It's gonna be this. Need some works here. So this a dot href is equals to the this href means the page we're going to go to. We're going to go to the bookmarks item, the URL, right? Going to go to its URL. And I also want to make it look better, so we're gonna add in some Bootstrap class to it. So I'm gonna say a the class name is equals to btn and btn-success. And also we're gonna add in some content, text content equals to visit. And one more stuff, we're gonna also have a delete button. So create a button, create delete button. This is create visit link, create delete button. Variable button is equal to document the create element a button. Adding some class to it, so button the class name gonna be btn and btn danger. And the button the text content is equals to delete. Delete. Every time it's gonna show delete. Alright. Once that is done, we append those things together. So we're gonna append h3 link and button into div. So it's gonna be div the append child. I'm gonna append this h3. Then div the append child. Append this link. And again, div the append child. Append this button. And we're gonna append div into document, into the output. So it's gonna be output the append child, this div. Need some imagination here. So right now, if I adding a bookmark here, for example, if I adding a, let's say, I don't know, just something random, lorem, set URL is www.lorem.com. If I hit submit, nothing is happened. Something is wrong. Open the console, we get an error here. What error is saying? Let's check it. Cannot set property inner HTML of null, line 52. Hold on, I get an error on 52 right now. Bookmarks, yeah, missing R here. Oh yeah, bookmarks. This. Well, it's okay, so we can see it very often. 1, submit. So here we go. We're getting all our bookmarks from the local storage.
Oh my god.
Alright, so but there's one thing not working. Like every time when I first time come to this page, it's not gonna show anything. Only when I enter something, it's gonna show it.
Okay.
We wanted to show it. We wanted like when I come here, please show it to me. Right, so I think we can add in another event listener here, listening to when the page is loaded. But once page is low, I want to show it stuff here. So I'm gonna say ending event listener for page load. So it's gonna be document the end event listener. I think it's called unload. I'm not sure. I think it's called unload. Every time when it's load, I'm gonna call the finish bookmarks function. Oh, actually, it's not unload. Maybe load. Nope. Let me check it. Let me double check it. Maybe I need to say document the body the unload. I'm not sure. Let me try it. No. Let me Google it. So it's gonna Google for event listener unload. Let's say what is unload event. Object load. Yes, it is load. And even listener load. And this is a page load. Let's say what is the best way to do it. Oh, it should be Windows.add event listener. All right, let's try it. So, what? So it's window.add event listener. So we're gonna add it to the window. When window is load, then we read finish bookmark. Right, so it works right now. Every time I refresh, it's just going to show it as well. Right, so also right now those visit button should work. Like when you click visit, it should basically going to bring you to the different website. Right, gonna bring you to a different website. All right, we're still missing one function here. We're still missing one, the delete function. We haven't done anything to that, right? When I click right now, it's not going to do anything. So we're actually going to binding the delete function to the to its own function. So we're going to have a function delete function, delete bookmarks, and the delete depends on the name. All right. And also, I'm going to add an event listener to those delete. When I click it, it's going to go to the different, go to the callers function. So when I create this button here, create a delete button, I also need to add an event listener to it. So going to be button dot. Once I create the button, add event listener, button to click. Every time when I click it, yes?
Oh, never mind.
And we are going to call a function here, because I need to know which one I want to delete. So I need to tell it which one I want to delete, passing the correct name to it. If I just put the function here, it's going to be just a function without the actual name. Right, so the button itself doesn't really know the name. Only have the name inside the H3, right? H3 has a name. Huh? Which one? That. That is a curly brace for the function body, and this one is pretty close to this event listener. Yeah, we haven't started. So we are going to grab the name of the website, the bookmark. So we're going to grab the name of the bookmark. So the way we'll grab it is we are going to pass in the event here as argument. We're going to pass in the event here. And inside here, we're gonna grab a name. So variable the name. It is equals to e.target. If I checking that, right? Why I'm getting an error here? Function. Yeah, sure. If I try to console log this name, right now, if I try to console log e.target, and let's check what we're gonna get. Why is nothing is showing? All right, so it's showing right now. So if I click this delete, it's going to getting the button I'm clicked on. That means e.target. Target is a thing you clicked on. Right? Event the target is the stuff you clicked on. You click the event, and which one is the target is the thing you clicked on. So if I looking for the target, its parent element. Remember we did it last time. It's going to give us the whole div, right? The whole div. And I'm looking for the h3 inside it. So parent element the children, the number one's children, which is going to be the h3. Right, so that's going to be the h3. So I know which one I'm clicking on, and I know which one to delete. I need this text content. I need this text content. Facebook, Twitter, Lorem, 11122. I need this name, so I know which one I should delete. Right, I know which one I should delete. Right, so that's it for this event listener. We're going to change this console log to, we're going to call the function delete bookmark and pass in the name. Right, delete bookmark, pass in the name. Right, let's go back to the delete bookmark function. So to delete the bookmark, we need to firstly finding the bookmark inside the array and then remove it. So let's do it. So we're gonna do again. We're gonna grab the get book. We're gonna do repeat some things again. Get bookmarks from local storage. Variable bookmarks equals to JSON.parse local storage get item bookmarks. Grab the bookmarks from the local storage, and we're gonna loop over the array and looking for the one with the name we're looking for. We're looking for the one with the name we're looking for. Loop over bookmarks. So for variable I equal to 0, I smaller than bookmarks the length I plus plus. Right, so check the bookmark with, let's actually so looking for bookmark with giving by giving name. Right, so we're looking for if the bookmarks ith item, if its name is equals to the name argument we have, then we'll remove it. So the way we remove it is going to be bookmarks dot splice. Splice start from the ith item and only one, right? I1. And then once I remove it, we can just break it. I can just break the function because we only need to remove one. Even the two have the same name, just need to remove one. And once I remove it, I need to reset bookmarks into local storage. So So I'm going to add it back to local storage. Local storage, the set item, I'll just repeat it myself, bookmarks, JSON, the string file, bookmarks. Alright, and I need to refetch bookmarks output. Fetch bookmarks. Otherwise, it's not the view here won't update. We just reset the local storage, but we also need to refetch the bookmarks. All right, that's it. Let's try to click on the button. It's gonna delete it. See? All right. Now everything is working. I'm able to store stuff and visit to the page and also delete stuff. This time we have 3 functions instead of 1. We have 3. Right, I have save bookmark, and once we save, we need to fetch bookmark, and once I delete, I can delete the bookmark, and also I can after I delete, I also need to fetch it. The 3 functions are connected together. All right, that's it for this project.